Okay, we are sorted. Oh, hello. Tomo. Hey, Tomo. Kids are sick. I'm sick. I have been the victim of some cyber attacks. I feel rather grumpy. But the good news is, I have been doing some model stuff. Not painting necessarily, but assembling and base coating some stuff. Been doing that. So it's been, well, you know what? It's not all been bad. Let's say a mixed bag. So I have got to hang out with the kiddies, and they are wonderful. So let's go with mixed bag, shall we? So what I've got a hankering for is I've got a bazillion of these guys that I bought, and then put them on Age of Sigmar bases, and then Old World came back. So I don't want to square base them because cutting the feet up is bad. But I think I'm going to do these two. Yeah, so I got Saturnine Termes. I've gone. I'm out of Grey Seer base coat. So these are Mephiston Red. What I did was I just finally yesterday I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just assemble them. I'm gonna put the guns on, screw magnetizing them. So this is the rapid fire pew pew variant, and this is the big chunker hunker chunker pew pew. So I've done those. I've also assembled a little bit more of this dude. I've got some legs so you can get some idea of size. He's a real treat. But again, he's a really complicated kit. I don't know the exact amount. Then I got a bit carried away, and I also assembled this beautiful guy. Look at him, very cyberpunk. I was going to do him before I decided on these warriors, but this guy and these guys are absolutely horrific to assemble. They are absolutely horrifying. However, they are stunningly pretty kits. So I got these guys. So you get two of these in the kit, and I've gone with Power Fists as opposed to the little Crabby Claw variants they have. And I also got this little cheeky guy with them as well. This little lovely little cherub creature. So a lot to do. A lot of options. I like options. But what I'm going to go with is I'm going to go with these. So that's what I'm eating a Mars bar, but have to run. But have rum. Oh, what rum? I'm intrigued. I'm a big fan of rum. My coconut rum. My wife drank it, but I did say she could have it, so it's not all so bad. Right. Do I go greys or do I go metallics? I kind of picked up this Dawnstone, and I'm thinking, yum 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 yum. Yeah, they are Necromunda. They are, and they are beautiful. But I'm gonna stick with these warriors. Decided. I reorganized the shelves. That's something I was able to do whilst looking after the old kiddos. So let's go ahead and utilize this Grey Seer. You know what? I'm going to overlap anyway. I'm not going to be able to do just two models because they won't dry in time. Drying times will stretch things out. So what I get to do is I then get to... This is a terrible brush. I use the good brushes. I say good brushes. They're the cheapest synthetic brushes about. So... what can I say to that? So that's me. Oh, what else? I have spent my my 11th edition budget. My savings for 11th edition are now zero. But I am now the pretty owner of some fancy airbrush goodies. So you know they will rock up at some point in the not too distant future, and then I'll have to rebuild the cardboard. They are, yeah, the Van Sars are incredibly fiddly. The amount of times I was holding a piece, put a bit of glue on, and it pings out of my fingers was shocking. And then combining that with parenting, it was not a smooth experience. However, happy they're done now. I like the end result. I really like the end result. It's just the process, but I'm out of it now. And again, that Siege Automata as well is ain't no joke assembling, frankly. It's a bit fiddly. So far, all of the teeny tiny and the biggest of the Siege automatas in that box have been a nightmare. Hopefully, the mediums are they're probably going to be the same, but I can be optimistic and hope that they're not. Yeah, some of the guys I showed were not Necromunda, Tomo. Let me show you. These guys are Necromunda. These guys are Necromunda models. I mean, yeah, they're super tasty models. I just hated assembling them. Right, I don't think you have fur. I think you have, yeah, some kind of animal skin. So let's take the grey seer over here and put it back when we're done. But I need a colour. Honestly, Tomo, I don't know. I would say yes, but having never played either system, I am not the right person to ask. I just buy models. I'm like, that's pretty. I buy that, or at least I did. Now, as I already have this pink out, Tomo, just sit back, enjoy the rum. Don't force yourself to focus too much. You know, just sit back, relax, enjoy the rum. If you really must see something, I'm sure we can sort out sending you an image or something at a later date. But just enjoy the boozy euphoria that you're in. There's no need to think too hard, buddy. You've earned it. Just sit back, relax, have yourself another slurp of rum. Just, can you do that for me? Can you do that? I'm a family man. I don't really get to drink. Can I paint in focus? Yeah. Don't muck about with me, Ven. Just tell me if I'm messing it up or not. Just like, I'm not in a very good mood. Which is all the more reason why you should come at me. You know what? Yeah, I am in a bad mood. Let's see if we can actually get this table annoyed. Yeah, definitely don't listen to me. If I'm saying don't bug me, bug me. Yeah. That's the time when you should, isn't it? Am I not in focus? Tomo, gee whiz, thanks. But it's the right place. Everyone should be looking down at me. I am not the kind of individual that should be elevated in any regard. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tomo. Like I say, kid's sick. I'm sick. Yesterday was impossible because one of the kiddies wanted to sleep in here. But today is possible. But my foul mood almost put me off. But then I realised, you know, the grind's real. Like, I would grind out a game if I'm going by the analogy of 1,000 hours to get good at a game, 1,000 hours to get good at this, then I don't wait for a good mood to play a game. I just crack on. Yeah, that's essentially me and Ven having an in-joke. Just to bring you up to speed, I was saying that I don't actually have kids. I have a sweatshop. So that's what the shoe comment is. And I say, like, I don't harm them. I just release them once they've made a certain amount of shoes, which I thought was pretty funny at the time. That's a beautiful pink. So these guys are the newer Age of Darkness soldier guys of Chaos, and these are the older ones. But I'm hoping that the square bases with some kind of fancily printed 3D mold for a movement tray, I can have them together. That is the theory. Whether or not that works out is a different question entirely. So, I'm never in focus. Well, you know what? That's just the way we roll here. That is the ray. The ray? That is the ray. That is the ray we roll. That is the ray which we roll. Don't know what happened to my voice there. I need some Reichland. Now, the trouble with putting everything on the shelves is that I lose track of where everything is. Ah, this is my Reichland. So if I just start with them over there and then reach them as and when I want, then that's where I can go. So, of late, right, I realised something, right? I was getting a little bit annoyed that I wasn't getting insulted enough. I was like, this ain't fair. Like, I do like being insulted. And then I reminded myself, people don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me any insults. But then something that got my bum was that no one said bye to me the other day. But then I realised that was an insult in itself. So why was I getting something up my bum? It was beautiful. No one said bye. I was just like, right, stream finished now, silence. And then I just turned it off. So I got what I wanted. So I was just being a little fussy fanny. I don't know what that little under the knee tassel malarkey is. Okay, well in that case, that's Yeah, so the base competition ends. Hey, Schmitters, the base competition ends tomorrow. So I have less than 24 hours to submit this base. At this point, I've decided that I'm going to submit it regardless of how ready it is. But I know, I certainly hope that no one will ever forget that I entered such an underly painted entry. Originally, I said to Ven, I said, I just won't enter it. But then I was like, well, hang on, I've glued it. But I really want to get ridiculed for entering something not finished. So that's my hope. I kind of have an inkling who I'm already voting for, unless I'm very surprised at an entry coming in. But we shall see. That's a first place base right there. What I also want to do though is these competitions are nice because they make me work in ways that I wasn't going to do things. I want to put something on this base, you know, like I'm not just going to make this base and not use it for something. I feel like something could go on here, but I don't know what. But that's part of the fun, ain't it? All part of the fun. Right, you just dry over there, you dirty little bitch. Oh, I still need Reichland. So something about these models that you may not know, painting these boots is incredibly satisfying. Oh, don't tell Ven, but there's a dirty great mold line on that boot. Oh, he's here, isn't he, though? Did you belch or did I belch? Who's belched? But yeah, painting these boots, something about them, they are incredibly satisfying to paint. Couldn't tell you why, but there's something about them. Now, also, with this male, I'm going to go lead belcher, but my ink, I'm going to go over dark blue rather than null oil, just to change it up and see how we go with that. I've been thinking a lot whilst rummaging through my models. I've been rummaging through what with the impending... Well, this is the thing, with the airbrush coming, right? Because I get through a lot of spray cans, right? I get through a lot. And at $20 a pop, it's excessive. And I'm currently out of Grey Seer. I've chewed through 3 cans in recent memory. So I'm like, I'll airbrush it. But currently, it's a little bit of a thing because I've spent all my budget and all I've essentially achieved is the ability to spray compressed air around in a well-ventilated space. So that's the current bind that I'm in. I've definitely got big buyer's remorse, and I know, hey, you know what, table, that's not a lot of money, but it's relative, isn't it? So I've got big buyer's remorse, and when it rocks up, if I still don't have paints, what I'm going for is I'm going to go for, here's a little thing, I've never said the word, but it's Tamiya paint, right? Acrylic paint, Tamiya acrylic paint, 50-50 mix with 91% ESO poppy plow, right? And that's what I'm going to be putting in the airbrushes. So yeah, that's what I've decided on that one. I'll try and do better, Tomo. But frankly, I mean, like, you're not easily satisfied, are you? We all know you're a bit of a diva. You know, you're a bit demanding, unnecessarily so. You expect too much of people. We all know this. So I don't know how to make you happy because you are so demanding. So it's a toughie. But I'm not going to hold it against you, you know? Everyone I know with alcohol abuse problems is the same. So you know, that's just something you're going to have to overcome. So now I'm at the point where this ink has to dry, unfortunately. Oh, I already like it. This really takes me back because these models I originally painted, and they're some of my oldest models owned. I have some painted. And they really are the oldest models, one of some of the models I have. Okay, just paint and you lodge. Okay, I will promise I will you lodge all over the place. I'll be lodging so bad, someone's going to need to get a mop and bucket. Whatever lodging is, I'm going to lodge so bad that someone's going to have to call the police. 20 by 3 is definitely a lot for me. I wish I could be used to more. 7 months winter, set 9 months of strong winds, and spring at home. Hello, Mute. 20 times 3 is definitely a lot for me. I wish I could be used. I wish I could be used more here. You wish to be used, Pjort. 7 months of winter, 9 months of strong winds, and spring at home. Okay, I'm gonna go out and say it, but I think Age of Sigmar is for the chopping block. I don't know why, but I just have this strange feeling that because the best miniatures are coming out of Age of Sigmar, but I think they're gonna do something with it. I think they're gonna. It's a bold claim, but I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna can it, and I've got no evidence to back that up. That is pure, just a hunch. So my thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get in cozy with someone not American based who does a lot of 3D printing, and I'm going to attempt to print 3D print movement trays the way you can fit circles in. And I don't care if it's exactly right with the square size. I'm going to go out on a hunch and print those trays. I'm going to preempt it. I feel like everything I'm painting here will not be in Sigmar. And I've always been a bit butthurt with Sigmar since when I bought a Dominion box, and I hardly used it. Well, Tomo, don't worry. This is just the opinion of one madman in a cardboard booth, you know? So don't think that you've in any way wasted your spend on Element Games. You bought from Element Games, which is immediately the right thing to have done because you've saved that 20-25%. So good job there. Plus, the Skaven guys in there, they're really tasty models. So, you know, even if the worst did happen and I was right, you've still got those delicious Skaven. And I don't think it's going to happen. Like I say, it's just one very unreliable source of my mind with no proof to back it up. So don't think for a second that you're in any way, shape, or form in trouble, because you're not. Yeah, I can imagine. Like that's a lot of painting for you to get through. Like that's no, you're definitely set. That's why I bought the airbrush, because I figured, you know what, I'd like 11th, and I'd like that to be the trajectory for the rest of the year. However, if I don't get it, I've still got plenty of models. First, we go so much glue, 4 tubes of super glue, almost all of my GW plastic glue. What tank was it that you bought? What tank did you buy that required so much glue? Or are you just gluing like a madman? Right, a little bit of token under there. Don't need to worry about that too much. Or there. Okay, that's you inked. You know what, actually, I'm going to treat that armpit. Yeah, you got to wonder what he bought vehicles-wise, because that's a lot of glue for one tank, even a large one. So we've got to wonder, Pure, what on earth are you playing at? What is going on there with you? Yeah, Morty's hanging out. I've completely stalled on Morty. I've got Morty here. He's very much done. I just haven't. He kind of beat me. I'm a bit intimidated by the guy now, but his body's very much done. I just got to finish the wings. I just haven't picked him up. It happens sometimes. I get like 80% done, and for some reason I stall. But I want to pick him up before May 9th. But the other thing with the 100 minis pledge, right? So the idea is May 9th, you take this down and you get all your prizes and show off all your models, take some photos and stuff. I can't make the 9th. These birthday parties, so I'm buggered. I have to go. I have to give them a call and see what they say. A Thunderbird. Yeah, but Tomo, don't compare yourself to other people, buddy. I was looking at some stuff today and I was like, this is all lovely. This is all way better than my stuff. So you got to run your own race. Everyone's guilty of it. Everyone sees someone else's painting and is like, oh, that's delicious. Now I feel like poo. It's a human part of the human condition, I feel. So don't beat yourself up, buddy. Don't beat yourself up. Everyone feels the same. Well, what I was going for, right? So with Morty, right? The idea, the theory behind him is that his armor's kind of become his skeleton, and the cloak is kind of like his flesh slopping off. That's kind of what I was going for. That's why I've milli putted in the wings here to tie them into the fabrics, and the wings and the fabric are similar. The idea being that he's not essentially separate entities. And what I did was as well is I carved through the scythe here and twisted it round until it touched here to use it as an anchor point because I dropped models. So I knew that if I drop this, that scythe's going to break off. So I anchored it and then resealed it. Used this chain here as a center point and then milli putted in some fabric and stuff. Like this whole section here is milli put fabric. I don't know. So that's what I did with that. And then I put some more milli put on the base. I'm pleased with him, but he's just intimidating me again for some reason. I don't know why it happens. I should just finish it. Painting's just fun. Like, I mean, like this is very much not a display space; it's a workspace. But you can see I've got the buddies over there, and they're just I get to look at them all day. And you got Titus over there, you got some Terminators and stuff, you got Morty, you got my little Kit Bashort tanks, and there's some more Terminators, which I absolutely adore. And then just some other bits and bobs, and they're just hanging out here. These are part of the 100 for minis of the thingy. So it's just a really nice space. I really, really enjoy sitting in here. What? Bull? Guys, can you look in Discord, please? That's not real, right? That's not real, right? That's not real, okay? That's not real what's in Discord. Is that's not real? Guys, can we look in Discord main chat, general chat, and just tell me if that tank transport is actually a thing? I don't. I painted like a demon, 25 incenters, 10 assault, 10 hellblasters, 10 pyro, scout, Christmas, Sturga. Dear Lord Pure, got any pictures? Question tool, what's your favorite model? Oh, Rabuti. Oh, hang on a second then, Tomo. Have you seen my version of Old One Eye? Here he is, just sitting hanging out in the drawer. Here's my interpretation of Old One Eye. I'll just do a little revolvy of him. I did him in, well, I tried for Behemoth colours. No, this is plastic. It's the Screamer Killer from the Leviathan kit. And then these scything talons and these claws are from the old the previous Carnifex. These are from the previous Carnifex kit. I just wanted him to look more crustacean-y. This half of the head is the regeneration. Half of the skull, these mandibles are from that kit as well. And I can see I've just carved the face and made it a little bit mankers. Can someone please look in Discord chat and tell me what on earth is going on with that tank? The Metal Old One Eye is what, 3rd edition? 4th edition? It's really old. But, I mean, that's the one I like. So, but working in metal, so many models pass me by because of it. Can someone please get into Discord and hit me up as to whether or not that is real or not? Because I don't understand what I'm looking at, and I feel like I want it to be real, but part of me is screaming that it's not real. So please, Discord General, there's a photo by Ballistic, who I think is Pjort in here. I've never heard anything about it. Can someone Google it, see if it's real? There's some kind of ridiculous tank going on in Discord. It's a tank transporter for tanks, and I get the hint. I get the sneaky suspicion it's not real. So this is Drakenhof Nightshade Shade with Leadbelcher. Hey, Big Mac. Yeah, sorry for not being around, bud. I'm going to go with it's not real. I'm going to go with it's not real. So these are the closest I have to Armored Knights. I don't have any Bretonnia or Empire, especially even like not even before Old World. Even with the old hammer, I didn't have any. But for me, the old Warhammer is the most nostalgic. When I was in high school, all my friends, I would commute to a slightly more affluent part of the town. And they all had Warhammer armies, so I'd always go with them and watch them play. So it brings back many pleasant memories seeing square bases. No, I'm never going to sell mine. Like I say, one day I will field an Old World army. One day. So help me, even if it's a mixed match of ogres and chaos, I will field an army at some point. Thanks, Van. I thought it would be. I kind of wished it wasn't, but I don't see any reason why that would be on a tabletop. Everything is airdroppable once. That's probably one of the best quotes I've heard in a while. Is that an original Nara, or have you got that from somewhere? It's so good. Has anyone read the Not Without? I don't want to spoil anything, so cover your ears if you've not read Siege of Terra. I'm just going to say it briefly, but the landing of forces on Earth, I think, is one of my favorite bits for that reason. For any of you that have read it, you might understand the amusement to those initial landings. Good thing about these guys is that the shield covers up so much, you don't have to worry about it. It's a great quote. Absolutely amazing quote. That wouldn't be metal under there, but I'm going to put paint on it for token. And if I forget about it, I forget about it. If I change it, all good, just the same. Okay, I've totally missed that handle, so I'm going to ink that now before I forget. Okay, I feel better for coming on the stream now. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. It's good. It's good. Ah, that's another thing as well. That's another thing that's put me in a friggin' foul ass mood. I've been the victim. Friggin' M-Gate Part 2's been going on. I've been battling off attempts to try and access all of my shizners from 3 different places: Moscow, Russia, New York in the States, and Karachi, Pakistan. Yeah, they've all been trying to get into my shizners over the past couple of days. So I've been changing a lot of infos and doing a lot of things, to which I don't even want to mention what I've been doing, actually. The amount of attempts has been Redunkastunks. Oh, it sucks butts, Nara. Sucks butts. Like there are juicier targets. You didn't get anything last time, but yet I'm convinced that some information was sold on, and that's what's spurring it on. But so far so good. I've defended these. I've not given out my login details. So, you know, it seems it's a lot more difficult if you don't give away your login deets. Top tip there from Table: don't give away your login deets. Okay, that's that silvered. No, I don't think it's dried. This one might have dried. But what I can do is I'm going to silver that. Silver that. It's got to dry anyway, but I can do a bit of gold. I'm going to do a teeny bit of gold on this one. Teeny bit of gold. And I'm going to go Retributor because my old ones, I can fetch them out if you're really interested. They have gold on them, so I just, although it wasn't called Retributor back then, probably Shining Gold. I know that they're from Russia. I know that the login attempt, the shenanigans came from Russia. I won't just say it was a Russian person. I don't have that information, but it came from Russia. But thankfully, Ven really saved my bacon on that. Ven and Nold both really saved my bacon on that. I would have given up, I think, if it wasn't for those two. So, when you've only got them to blame for me streaming JU right now. Ooh, something in memes. I will go have a look at memes. I'm going to look right now, actually. Well, I never knew Tetris came out of Russia. That's a good thing. That's something to be thankful for. That alone, I mean, like, yeah, okay, so they stole my gubbins, but they gave us Tetris, so I spent many an hour on Tetris. So, no grudges though. I know that they just want to get paid. Maymays, where are we? No, I don't know what the hell you were thinking sending me that, but that was insufferable. I mean, what were you thinking sending me that? You thought that would cheer me up? The voice alone, Jesus. Mile a minute. How dare you, Nara? That did not cheer me up. That has made me a cauldron of fiery rage. And if it wasn't for the fact, Nara, that you how can I phrase it? If it wasn't for the fact that you are a good sport and of the Irish thing, which has now lives in my mind as one of my favorite stream moments thus far, I would have already banned you for sending me that. How dare you? It was gross. So you are definitely using up your goodwill here now. You understand that? Consider yourself warned. And for anyone out there, just go to May's in Discord, watch that thing Nara sent me that she said would cheer me up, and you ask yourself, did this cheer him up? Would this cheer me up? Cashing in that goodwill. I mean, you've got quite a budget, so you've got a few more of those turds you can plop out, and you'll still be okay. It was just a car being towed. What's I like insults at me. Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of gold there. I didn't want to put too much gold on these guys, to be honest, but I'll do a little bit. You know what? I will do the handle. Why not? If I'm going to be here painting that hill anyway, why not just do the handle? Just cheat that bit as well. Anything on the axe? No. Bland axe, that's good. I can live with that. Dagger? Maybe a little bit with the dagger. All right, maybe a little bit with the dagger. Let's see. Let's see if I can do a little bit and how that makes me feel. Okay. Welcome back, Tomo. Were you getting yourself another beverage? It's a quiet one tonight. No one was expecting me to be on. That's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like if you take a day off of streaming, you lose a lot of momentum, be it willing or otherwise. Am I right on that? Is that how it is? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I just thought it just then. Actually, I might lean no and answer that myself, actually. I think it's just in my head. So I'm going to go round the golds. I don't want to blue these golds and then rake them a second time. But I do need to finish going around this shield relatively quick. High Lord Sausageness. Oh, Tomo, what a way with words. What sausage-based feast have you presented yourself with? Out of the oven, so what could that be? Just regular good old-fashioned lovely English pork sausages. I've not had those in years. I miss them. You took your sausage dog out of the oven. What? You don't need to apologize. You don't need to apologize, although that is pretty funny. No, you're good. You're good. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Not made anything worse. Okay, I'm getting a feel for these guys now. Oh, there's a little bit of gold. Do you know what? I'm going to gold this sword. Can't go wrong with cat videos. I love those. Now, I know I blobbed that armor with a bit of gold, but it would be okay. I know I'm painting on wet ink, but it's not an issue. Not an issue. That's all that needs. Well, Tomo, isn't that a lovely little thing? That's a lovely thing to say. Struggling on a near daily basis myself with that. It is very nice to hear that I can help in any way, frankly, with other people having that same unfortunate affliction. I know it's rough, very much so from personal experience. So thanks, Tomo. That's very, very nice of you. And I'm glad I could help. So if you could just do me a favor and PayPal me 15 grand, and we'd call it even, right? You know, I help you, you help me. I think that's about right. Just a drop in the bucket for a gentleman like yourself, I'm sure. But on a ever so slightly serious note, happy to help, buddy. If in any way, happy to help. Anyway, you're welcome. We've all been there. We all know what you're talking about. Remember to like and subscribe and eat some sausages. They're good for you. Get them down, yeah. Yeah, cook yourself up some sausage and have a little chomp. Keep it, Tomo. Keep it. Keep it. I'll take 15 insults. Can I trade in my 15 pence for 15 insults? Can I do that? Can we do that? Can we trade it? I'll take it in credit, you know. You don't have to come out with 15 right now. Just 15 in the bank. If you say yes, I'm going to grab out a post-it note. Oh, bless you, Tomo. Bless ya. What a little starlet. Okay, I'm going to get a post-it note out. That's really nice to hear, Ven. That's really nice to hear. I would love nothing more than just to be able to sit here and paint and help with people. If that helps people, then fantastic. I'd love nothing more than to sit here and do this, because it also, like, it's not a selfless venture. You know, me sitting here painting, I very much get the same thing out of doing it. So that's it's lovely, because I get the same benefit from it. I just you know, I want that ad revenue to go up so that we could do the silly stuff as well, you know, guys. You know, I mentioned it too much, but I mean, you've been on a lot of streams, Ven. You've seen that I got my jank as well, and you've seen when the jank gets hold of me. You've seen how it happens, so it helps me too. But it's the cause. Ben, that's delicious. Tomo, right. So, Tomo, there's no time limit. You can't leave. You can't leave without my 15, okay? So, for everyone, if you were to leave, right, without giving me my 15, then for everyone you hadn't given me, for every insult you don't give me, I will remove a limb and or digit. Okay? Just a friendly warning. just a not so veiled threat. Tomo insults. There we go. You have your own post-it. Now, just whenever you fancy, you can let me forget about it, and we can you can just plop them out fresh. Just let me know when you know, because I'm guessing your insults might be a bit weak. I get this impression that they're going to be a bit feeble, so you might need to let me know that it is actually an insult. You might just need to explain your insult, like, table, I'm going to insult you now. You might have to do something like that. Why am I insulting him now? When did this turn around? Hang on, I want to read the rest of these. Found you by sheer coincidence. See minis I click. Your voice is very calming. Appreciate that. What's that? What are we on the tally now, Nara, for snooze-ins? Snooze-ins to the voice? It's 4, isn't it? Look, I put my... scroll back. I don't do social media. Feel free to WhatsApp me. No, I don't want your number. Don't give me your number. Yeah, I am. Yeah, agreed. I am. I don't even have a. I mean, it's Lock Stock you're quoting, aren't you? What was it? Northern. I could call you a Northern Monkey. I like that film too. Yeah, I'm very Southern. I'm Plymouth. I'm Plymouth, Tomo. So that's very South. Like friggin' Cambridge is north to me. I'm West Country. That's where I am. In fact, I have some. You have to take my word for it, but I have some West Country. I've got some Cornwall flags hanging up in my room, so I've got them hanging up right next to me. Exactly. Yeah. Have you been there? Tomo, have you been there? I was. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's yep. That's exactly what they say. Yep, that's a common greeting. I do see London as a bit north as well, frankly. I didn't do the back of the head. That's all right. I'll just ink it and redo it. No one's going to notice. No one's going to notice that. Tintagel. No way, Tomo. I know Tintagel. Jeez. Cornwall is great for holidays, but just so you know, we all hated the tourists. We still do. We still do. Right. Let's mix up the browns. I'm gonna go Xandries. I just want to say, because I've got to do a bit better, right? I've got to not self-sabotage when nice things happen, because nice things are weird. I'm not used to them. So I want to say thank you for all saying how you stumbled across and the very kind words that you said. That was very nice of you. Yeah, good job, table. Good job acknowledging nice. It's going to take a few layers to clean this up, isn't it? Look at that. That is very, very not good coverage. Okay, let's just cake it. Let's just cake it all over. Build it up. Ah. Well, thanks, Nora. I like silly stuff. I like weird stuff. I I like to laugh. What can I say? And I like dramatically overreacting to something that I don't find offensive in the slightest. I love that. That's like my bread and butter. I absolutely love overreacting over nothing. But ironically, not legitimately. Did I belch again, Tomo? Oh. It's my southern genes. We're all very weak from the south. Um, yes, Nara. You should get neither of those, Nara, and you should save your pennies for 11th edition. Because we don't know what other Orky goodness is. They haven't released the big machine yet, so I would save your money. I wouldn't buy them. You've got more than enough to be painting between now and June, so I would hold fire. Controversial statement. How do you feel about that? How does that make you feel, me suggesting not buying something? Hopefully it doesn't make you angry. It probably makes you angry. So I just want to apologise right now for upsetting you. Don't tell Mum. Ooh, you managed to get your hands on a Defiler, huh? So yeah, all of the Iron Warrior stuff is passing me by. I'm just going to let it sail on past because I still want the new crew. Frankly, I like them. I'm happy for stuff to pass me by. I've a ridiculous amount of models. I've been buying stuff over the past 6-7 years and not painting them. So it's just nice to be working through it at this rate. I'll aim for 11th again. Hopefully I might be able to do a couple of table trades and get that. But if not, it's not the end of the world. I will use proxies and see if I can get the rules online. No, I don't have the Triceratops, unfortunately. No, I don't. It's one of the things on Wayland that never came down in discount. And obviously, and as a general rule, when they up the prices, I don't actively buy anything that was before the cutoff date because I don't want to just pay for something that's been increased in price. So, like, if I don't buy it within the window, I tend to not buy it new. Why does it make it sound, Tomo, that you walked into Element Games? Why do you make it very much sound like you visited the store? My detective skills have told me that you went into Element Games. Would I have Columboed that correctly? Just one more question. My eyes don't work. You're the murderer, right? Yes. How did you know, Columbo? I didn't until I asked. Meh, meh. I am a little man with wonky eyes. Well, wonky eye. Columbo, for those of you that don't know, was he was a detective who annoyed the murderers into confessing their crimes. That was his whole shtick. And he had the Eye of Justice, which was this lazy eye that just only sought out justice, and it was never looking at what he was looking at. If that makes sense, that was his magical powers. Fairy's all right, Tomo, but you can call me a pansy. Pansy hurts more. Call me a pansy. But yeah, it's true. I don't go north. Sounding like I do, Tomo. I don't think I'd fit in at all. I've only I've not. I don't. Going north into northern England is just me travelling through it to get to Scotland. Because so that's it. I've never been to Liverpool. I've never been to Manchester. I've only travelled through Newcastle. Bolton is Bolton North. I went there for a day and I didn't like it. I left a little note at the bus stop, main bus station, saying I don't like Bolton. Sellotaped it to a tree. Not sellotaped it, but blue tacked it to a tree. I said my name is blah blah blah, and I don't like Bolton. So it's not what someone does if they like a place, you know. They don't put post-it. Well, it wasn't a post-it, it was a bit of paper, but school trip. Oh, you're one of those hill tribesmen. What kind of jackanapes do you get up to in the hills, eh? Petty crime, I'm guessing. Petty crime, lewd behaviour, brigandage. That's what you get up to. Just a little bit of token paint in there. Doesn't need to be much of anything. I do like how the inks have kind of... I love letting inks dictate it. I know you could just leave it with the inks and say speed painting, but I'm not so keen on just blasting on a load of speed paint. I'm not against it, as I'm not against dry brushing. Like, it's perfectly fine to do. The reason I don't want to is because I'm trying to get better at painting. Oh, well, okay. Well, I can get behind that then. So just beers on sunny days and grow veg, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that whole bad behaviour malarkey. I don't like it. Oh, Tomo. Now that was I shouting? I do believe there was a. I'd shout it right now if I could, but it's evening stream. But I need to shout more sharp quotes at you. That's what I need to do. That is definitely what I was doing. I'm pretty sure I was shouting about Simerson getting a dressing down for losing the colours, right? I'm pretty sure I shouted that at you. And I identified who said, now that's soldiering, didn't I? Yeah. Now I remember. There's a nice bit of lore. Ah, Tomo. Yeah, you can stay, Tomo. You can stay. You owe me 15 insults, but you can't leave now. Even if you pay your insults debt, you can't leave. Yeah, you can't leave. Who else am I going to shout sharp stuff at? You know? Who else am I going to be able to do that? Yeah, you can't leave now. You are stuck. Yep, I'm going to drag you kicking and screaming, and I'll turn up in Littleborough, shouting slurs and playing all of the Hobbit scenes music from Lord of the Rings on a ghetto blaster until I find you. And then what I'll do is I'll grab you, right? And I'll manhandle you into a Greggs and insist you eat some pastry. That will happen. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay, you're on the list. You're on the list, Tomo. You can't leave now. Heaven help you when this channel takes off, because I'm going to come at you and I'm going to manhandle you into a Greggs. Like a bag of potatoes. Yep, that's a done deal. You're in trouble now, Tomo. You've been marked. You've got enough law to get marked. You're in total trouble. I hope you like pastry. Okay, that's marked. Easy peasy. Right, browns are done on that one, so I can mix that up and start adding the next layer, but I'm not going to. I'm going to build up the others and then go from there. I want to use this, I'm going to use Celeste Grey. Yeah, Nold. Ven to a lesser extent, because Ven talks to me on in Instagram messages, so It's not so bad. But Nold, Freds, Warden, KS. I don't get to talk to those guys so much. They're all busy doing their own things. Although Fred a little bit reminded me that he was in lurk mode, so maybe he doesn't count. No, not particularly Nara. It would seem it's another day off tomorrow, so don't worry about them, Nara. You should be worrying about me. Everyone else is fine. Everyone else is all good. Right, I am going to add some ink to this this grey, but I'm going to add Griffin Charger. I'm not going to go super dark. I'm going to add Griffin Charger, not Drakenhof Nightshade. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. I mean, obviously there are fluctuations. Like there's more nice people in certain cultures than others, certain areas than others. I'll give you that. But I would say also every place has some people who can be a bit dingleberry. So, but typically around English people, you mind your manners, you're fine. And I do like to mind my manners. I like to be polite. But I might get judged a little bit. I'm going to find detail. But my voice will not help me. There will be someone who will take offense to it. I'll tell you something, Tomo. This is something that's very common, right? Throughout my life, that there's been more than one occasion where someone from up to north has heard me and assumed that I've got a couple of bucks rolling around just by the way I sound. I was like, well, that's nice. But yeah, more than a few times. And that kind of annoys me because it's not true. I've got to stop dropping paint in those little lovely recesses. But this stuff's really watery. I might have made a boo-boo with the amount of ink. So if I'm just a little bit more tentative, I'm sure I can get around it. But I'm definitely filling in more than I would like. Yeah, I've got the face and voice for novels. You know, I don't have. It's not for radio. No one wants to hear this. Oh, dude, I love what you're doing. That's a typo, or spelled correctly, even. You're doing it to help depression with complete lack of engagement with friends. Cardiff is southern Wales. It's not that north, but I feel you. So, on the subject of the old, I don't even like to say depression out loud. It's a little bit like Voldemort for me. I don't like to say it out loud. So we just call it the old sad face. I call it sad face because it kind of like diminishes it. But this is a little idea that I've always batted around, like the idea of creating like a non-profit, and essentially it would be like a space, just somewhere. Just looks a little bit like a shop, but you can go in, and there's like space to do stuff. Be it just sit down, you can sit and watch TV, or obviously there'd be painting booths and stuff there. You could sit and watch sports, or maybe exercise, or do something. I might do a little bit. I would like a little bit of a weights area, or just whatever. Or you could just sit and read. Literally anything. Maybe some vending machines if you really wanted to have some snacks or something. Just like a space where you could go and just be in a space around people, but not necessarily need to have to talk. Like just like a like, I don't want to say safe space, but like a nice place where you know where you stand. It wouldn't be for everyone to just enter. You'd have to kind of like sign up in some way. But like, yeah, I always thought of doing something like that. You know, have some consoles lying around, and just like a place where you could go and be like, you know what, here I'm okay. You know, essentially a bigger version of the cardboard cupboard. You know, like an actual place where actual people could go. Scurrying bones. I want scurrying bones. Oh no, driftwood brown. I'm gonna go driftwood brown. I'm premature in mixing that. I need to re-ink the browns. It's going to be a bit controversial, guys, but I like Reichland more than Agrax. I like it. It's a little bit more forgiving in the recesses. It's a little bit lighter. It's not so dramatic. As I'm using Reichland as well, I can also ink these golds as well. Handy, 2 for 1. Tristan the Skull Taker, but he's never taken any skulls. He's not very good at his job. He's got the nickname, but he's a bit of a it's a bit of a he got it by accident, and he feels like a bit of a fakey because he hasn't actually taken any skulls. He just happens to be near people who do, and then he gets the credit by some sheer fluke. That's his law. There we go. Tristan, you now have law. Oh no, he has got a skull. That was given to him. It was a gift. His mum sent it to him. It's actually papier mâché. It's not a real skull, but people think it is. That's how he got his name. But it's a papier-mâché skull that his mum sent him because she knows that he likes skulls. So she made it for him. Beautiful. I'm gonna do the. I'll tell you why. Because I'm gonna go with something similar to this guy. I'm gonna go something similar to this, but I wanted to use the pink rather than a yellow. But I'm gonna do something like that shield, like this shield. So that's what I'm gonna do. I love this guy. I think this is the best model I've ever painted. This ogre. I think he's the best one I've ever done. That was just before M-Gate. I feel like I've spent this time on catch-up. But yeah, he's one of my favourite models. So what I'll do is, once I've inked it, I'll start marking it out so you can get a better idea of how it's going to look. Thanks, Fed. Yeah, I absolutely adore it. I really want to. I don't know why I haven't assembled one, but I have been looking to assemble a new one. But I've still got a load that need finishing, but they're on non-GW square bases, and my worry is that I'll take them in for the 100, and they'll be like, "That's not a GW base." So I've been putting them off. I hear a lot about the US Southern hospitality, and I like the sound of that. That sounds like my cup of tea. Hey, Reaper. How you doing, buddy? Reaper. Ow. I'm regretting doing this colour. So much so that I'm going to clean it off. Don't like it. It's too creamy. It's too close. T-shirt to the rescue. I don't like it. I'm going to change that back. It will get too close to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to cake this stuff on, re-ink it. I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like that at all. So good news is that I grabbed it in time. Well, that's good news, buddy. That is a lovely news, Reaper. It's because I'm not dibby-dabbing. I'm doing brush strokes. That's why it's not going on smooth. I'm not dibby-dabbing. Now I remember. Dibby-dabs, not brush strokes. No worries, Tomo. He never did answer what rum he was drinking, cheeky sausage. Never did tell me. You're an hour and a half, bud. Hour and a half late, buddy. I did put a message in. I guess you just woke up, actually. Maybe you have just woke up. I forget. Calculating other people's time zones is tough. Right, let's correct this mistake I did here. Let's re-ink this. I think that's as far as I went there. Oh, Hiveguard. How come you decided to paint off stream? Bugger, recess. It's too watery for the fingers. Unless I just very carefully blob that finger. Dog empty. Don't know why that disgusts me. My dog is empty. Ah, I got you, Warden. Well, that all makes sense. This is far too watery. But if I just get a little bit on, it'll be all right. I'll take a little bit. Well, I mean, picking up dog turds is the price you pay for having such a wonderful creature in your home. You know, it's a bargain. Cat's got a cat, Nara. Cat's got a cat. Thanks, Tomo. Tomo, it's not staying. It's not staying. That's just an ink. Haven't worked on it anymore yet. Not making it easy for myself with this watery mix. Not making it easy for myself at all. But I'm still pushing on. You know what? I'm not even going to bother doing in that robe in there. I'm going to leave all that. Don't need to do it. Sub-assembly? It's not necessary. Just don't do bits. Tabletop tips. Just throw a load of paint in a recess and leave it. I will say this though, heads. For heads, it's very satisfying to glue a head in once you finish the whole model. There's something very satisfying about that. So I will say sub-assembly for heads is quite fun if you can get away with it with the model. I know like this model, for example, you probably wouldn't be able to get away with it because it's kind of, well, you might be able to get away with it, but yeah, but painting heads separate is fun. I will give you that. Sub-assembly peoples. Warden KS isn't in here, buddy. Done. I might just do a little bit in there. Just, even though that's armor, I'm just going to pretend it's not armor and just do that. Hey, what? Oh, am I not in shot? Sorry. Yeah, I'm out of Grace here. So I figured I just want to glue these because they're just sitting in a box. So I glued on the big ploppy ploppies, did those red, and I've done these in Zandri because I got Zandri for my towel. Wake up, Wheezy, and take my insults. What insults? I haven't seen any insults. Are they not coming through? I haven't seen an insult. According to chat, you've been very, very nice. Something must be wrong with chat. Ah, thank you. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm a bit unwell. Fending off cyber attacks. Bought an airbrush. Well, no, I bought 3 airbrushes actually. 3 airbrushes and a little venting station thingy majiggy. But I blew all the budget, so I don't currently have any paints. But I will definitely blow some air around on stream. That will be fun. Any excuse for a little toot toot. So I will do that. What else? Yeah, sick. Kid's sick. I'm sick. I already know what I'm going for. I'm going with so I'm doing a 50-50 mix of Tamiya acrylics with 91% ESO poly ploppy plos. That's what I'm doing. That's the mix I'm going to use. And I've got a 0.2, 0.3, and a 0.8 airbrush set with compressor. But again, no paint. But you know, hey, baby steps. But I figure, you know, if I do a couple of table trades potentially, I might be able to still get 11th. So I'm not overly concerned yet. I just really wanted to I just feel like, table of the 300 and all. I figured next step is to go with an airbrush. I think that's the next stage of me looking to improve. Because I don't want to just do what I'm doing right now for 1,000 hours. Think of it more as a DLC. Like if I'm using the game analogy, Airbrush is a DLC for the game that I'm enjoying, and I've put in enough hours with the game to know that I like it, so I don't mind shelling out for a DLC. That is exactly the analogy I'm going to use. I like that a lot. And even if I can't get 11th, if this Warlord stuff turns up, I'll just paint Warlord game stuff. So it's not... There's options. There's plenty of options. Main thing I figured is to continue having fun. Then I think airbrush painting streams are too exclusive and I never learn anything. Well, then you and me are in exactly the same boat. I don't know anything about airbrushing, right? I don't know anything about airbrushing at all. So if you're here, we will probably learn something together. What I'm thinking, my philosophy with the hang on, Tomo's going. Night, Tomo. Enjoy the rest of your rum. And I'll see you and your sausage later. Hopefully with some insults. See you later. Tabletop Simulator 100% no, Warden. I'm not going to use Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, you can just chalk me down as a hard no on that. Yeah, just a no to Tabletop Simulator. I don't have the time to sit down and learn Tabletop Simulator. Don't want to do Tabletop Simulator. Not going to do Tabletop Simulator. You'd be hard pushed to even pay me to play Tabletop Simulator, frankly. So yeah, what I was saying then is I don't know anything about airbrushing, right? Then I don't know anything. At the moment, I feel like I've made a colossal mistake because I don't know anything. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I don't know. I've got big buyer's remorse, so I don't know. But the good thing is if I'm starting out fresh and you are, we might be able to stumble through it together and actually learn something. So there's options. I'm old and I hate new things. Well, that's a nice confession to make, Warden. How very intuitive of you to how very insightful. Blessings of the Emperor be upon me. Wow. I think it will be fine. But I'll be honest, I did panic a little bit when Ven said exclusive. I don't want to feel like I'm alienating people. But at the same time, I just, like I say, I like my DLC analogy. Yep. This is the newer and the older Chaos Warriors. That's what I'm painting. I just found them in a cupboard whilst I was doing a bit of tidying today, and I was like, you know what? I'd quite like to paint these. The idea was that I was going to stay on stream and just get them finished, but I'm not going to be able to do that for a few reasons. One, it's pretty late and I've got to be up looking after kids, and as I'm not well, I should probably get a good night's sleep. Two, my My legs are hurting because I haven't exercised for a couple of days, so this is actually quite uncomfortable. And free, I don't have a free, actually. There isn't a third. Yeah, I mean, like take the robes for example. I wasn't happy with the coverage, so I stopped using it like a brush and I just blobbed it on, and I get better coverage. Um, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't think I really use brushes like. Ironically, I don't think I use paint brushes like they're meant to be intended. I think I kind of use them like a little miniature, fluffy, hairy scoop. It's yeah. I don't think I actually paint. Yeah, I don't because I don't know. I'm very much like not having to do multiple layers of thin paint. That's why I don't like using water. I'm very much like in just a lot of coverage with one coat. Morty is still stalled. He's still very much stalled. He's sitting over there. We picked him up and talked about him a bit, but yeah, he's very much stalled at the moment. It's not his fault. It's mine. It's not your fault, Morty. Don't take it personally. It's not your fault. I will pick him up at some point. I just don't know when that point will be. Ah, well, you should have said there was. Oh, well, there's no way I could have got it to you, but there was a table trade. There was an Angron for what was it in the end? 92, a brand new Angron box, €92. Ah, okay. So I got some theories on that in the inexperienced amateur that I am. So I only use airbrush for basing. I don't like all the cleaning and waste a lot of time. Um, I'd rather have spray cans, which would be consuming. Right. Okay. So I'm using acrylics because they're not so chemically. They are apparently they're a bit more troublesome, but with the ISO 91% ISO Pili Poppy Plopate, that's used for cleaning as well as your thinner. So it's double purpose. Also, you can use it to strip paint off plastic models. So it's triple purchase. It's also very inexpensive. And what my starter set comes with is it comes with a little cleaning tub. So the idea is to put a little bit of ISO Plippy Ploppy and blast it in there. Apparently, it will corrode eventually, make rubber seals brittle. But I mean, well, if that happens, it happens. I'll worry about it. But the idea is to speed up base coating. Well, base coating because I'm dropping €20 on a can every time. But then the next two coats, which always feels to take so long, I'm thinking if I can cut that time down, then I can get to the little detail bits painting that I enjoy so much quicker. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in the brush. So say, for example, let's just say that I'm spraying on some Zandri Brown, right? What I'll do is I'll put in 50-50 mix Zandri and ISO Pili Ploppy, right? And then use it. And if there's some left, I'll then add a 50-50 mix of whatever I've got that's slightly lighter than Zandri, plus some more ISO Pili Ploppy to that mix that's in there and increase the pigment and then immediately spray that on. That's my theory. So I can get those lighter coats on without having to rechange, replace. I'm very much planning to mix in the gun itself. Will it work? I don't know. Am I willing to give it a go? Sure. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just load up another the other 0.3 and then load up the 0.2. You know, I like that pink so much there. I am going to leave that pink and do this grey as well, just because I think it looks so nice. Like there's some slime, maybe. gooey. Yeah, I know it's expensive for the can. The trouble is, I've only ever used that, so my main concern is that I'll use something new. I had a bad experience with some Army Painter base coat, even though it's the same price practically, and I may have fluffed up some models, so that's my concern. I, spend so much time assembling something, and then I go to base coat it, misjudge the paint, ruin it. Like I get quite apprehensive base coating stuff because I have already spent time on the model, and the models are far from inexpensive, So if you fluff it, it's like, And I have done that before. Hello, Fred. Yeah, I've got to go soon. But I want to get this bit finished, or at least up to speed. The good news is when I am next able to stream, it's all doing the layers, which is nice. Still sick, I'm afraid, bud, and I am too now. It took me a couple of days to catch them up, but catch them up I have. Beautiful. How often everyone is getting sick and it happening after you getting Morty? I'm going to say not a coincidence. What it is that always in this time of year, everyone's because the winters are so harsh here. By the time you get to this time of year, everyone's immune system's just trash. and then what happens is we get a little bit warmer. So we go from like -15 to like +2, +5, +7, and then everyone starts like dressing like it's warm, but it's the wind still has that winter bite, and everyone just gets trashed. And then there's also a big issue with our school, our daycare, with kids being brought in sick, like parents just not giving two hoots and just chucking them in. I am gonna actually, whilst I've got this paint, because it's gonna be dry, so I need to put something on this base, otherwise Ven's gonna just never let it go. So let me just dab this on. These ones? Do you mean those ones? If you mean those ones, that's the Titus Graveyard. These ones? They're my inks. Yeah, I just rejiggled my inks. There's inks, but then there's one of those crunchy textures, but it's inks and varnish. It's just inks. I love me inks. Now, I did find this, which I didn't remember I had. Tyron Blue, and I'm going to use it on this base. It's very, very, very blue. But I'm going to use it on these bits. Why? I don't know. I don't have a plan. I just wanted to use it. Found it today. Okay, good. Grey Knights need a re-release with proportional Grey Knights. Right, I got some terrible news. I gotta go. Gotta go. That's 2 hours. I got to go. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I am out of time. I'm out of time. If everything goes to plan tomorrow, I will be able to sneak on, but I can't promise. Every time I promise, I can't make it, so I'm not going to promise you guys. We will see. But to be honest, I like the progress is good. Progress is sound. Not bad for 2 hours, frankly. Lovely. What a treat. Right, thanks, guys. I will catch up with you later on. Thanks. Oh, yeah, before I go, I want to say thank you very much for a lovely stream. It has been, what a lovely, lovely stream it's been. So thank you very much indeed for that. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Thanks. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.